welcome to Skill Builders, where we give you just the information you need to build a new skill. Today we're going to be working in Microsoft Word and working with inserting and editing an Excel spreadsheet. As with all things Microsoft, there are a couple of different ways you can accomplish the same task. In this video, I will go over 2 ways you can insert an Excel worksheet into your document. Okay, let's go to the computer now and begin the process. So, as you can see on the computer, I have my budget report up, ready for the insertion of the Excel spreadsheet. First thing I want to do is I'm going to insert it as an object. So to do that, I'm going to go Insert. Over here on the right side of the menu, I'm going to hit Object. And I'm going to create from a file. And because I've already got my file created, we'll just go here to the desktop and grab it. So there's my budget data worksheet, and I'm going to link it to a file. Now the reason I want to link it to a file is if I go in later and make changes to my spreadsheet and I have this linked, when I hit save in Excel, it will automatically update the Word document with the latest data. So that just saves me a step down the road. So I always want to link my Excel objects to the file that we're working from. So now I have my data. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to tell it to update the link, and we're ready to go. Now I'm going to go home and I want it centered in the spreadsheet. Now it looks like I would like it to. It looks pretty good. All right, so now the second way to insert the same table into my document here is to actually go Insert, and now I'm going to tell it Table. From the drop-down menu, I have the opportunity to select Excel Spreadsheet. What this does is this actually lets me build my Excel spreadsheet right from the very beginning. So, but you'll notice there's no data, so I'm going to have to populate the data. So I'll go over to my existing budget worksheet, Control C, go over here and paste it, and now I'm done. But look at the difference. My top one is formatted correctly, it doesn't have the grid lines, and it's centered. This one, the bottom one, the table, if I go to center it, you'll notice that it's still off-centered because Excel has grabbed this large portion of the spreadsheet and thinking that that's what it wants in my information. So if I double click it, I can still go in here and format the table like I would like it to be. So I'll go up here and I'll turn off my grid lines. That part looks like I want it to, but I still can't center it correctly because I have all of this extra area over here that Excel or that Word thinks that I want because of my spreadsheet. And that's one of the big differences between inserting the object or inserting the Excel worksheet, is that ability right there. Now, if I were to go and try and change my worksheet, so if I double click it, I can drag it like that and make it work. But that's just one extra step that you have to go through in order to make it work. Now you'll notice on both sheets, I'm cutting off a little bit of the side there, so I'm going to make this one just a little bigger. Just a little bigger. There we go. That solves that problem. And on the other one, I will just go into Excel itself, make it a little bigger, and hit Save. Come back into Word, right click on it, update my link, and problem is solved. Very quick, very easy. So now, let's say my budget numbers do change. So let's go over here and say my salaries went from 500 to 800. So I enter that in my Excel spreadsheet, tell it Save, go into Word. Again, I'll click the top one, right click on it, tell it to update the link. Everything updates. Very nice. But on the bottom one, it still hasn't updated. In fact, my table down here on the bottom one is completely off still. So let's go back here. There we go. So now, if I want to update this one, I have to go in, select the field, update it with the correct information, and there I go. So now I have both table and object matching, but one requires me to actually go in and edit it on the Word document, and the other one requires me to go to the Excel document and do it. So again, to summarize, there's two ways you can insert your Excel chart into your Word document. You can either insert as an object, or you can insert as a table, and as an Excel spreadsheet that way. One inserts the actual spreadsheet from Excel into it, which is our object. The other one builds the Excel table directly in Word. There are pluses and minuses to each. Whatever you feel most comfortable with is the way you should do it. But that's two ways you can do that. So I'm Jeff, and this has been working with inserting an Excel spreadsheet into Word. For a more detailed look at working with Microsoft Word, please visit our website, cetrain.isu.edu, for a more in-depth look at our Microsoft Word and our Microsoft Excel classes. Until next time, keep learning.